Hey, what's up guys, it's Nick with Indieogle, and today I will be telling you how to make buttons that open doors. And this is going to kind of be a two-part series because, well, I've been trying a bunch of different methods to find the most efficient way to do this without having to create a bunch of objects. So I've narrowed it down to two different ways. So this one is going to be the way I think is the best, the best way to have the most control over the buttons and doors. Let's create a new sprite. This is going to be the button. Okay, now press. Alright. Now name it. And now we need to create a door sprite. Alright, and name that. Now let's create the objects. And we're going to create two doors. We're going to create one that's obj_door open. And in this one we're going to go into the create event and set image alpha to 1. And now we'll create another door and name it obj_door close. Go to the create event and image_alpha equals 0. Okay, now we'll go to the button, and in the step event we'll type this. Okay, so I don't think I've covered local variables, and if I have, I'll just go over it one more time. So basically it's going to check if you are collisioning with the player, or in my case object ball, and if so, it's going to check if there's a local variable to that this object, the button object, and it's checking for a variable called btn1. If so, then it sets global.btn1 to true. And if I haven't covered this, then you probably don't know how to set up local variables. You may think that maybe something like btn1 equals true is a local variable. You're kind of right, but you don't declare it in the object's actions here. You declare it somewhere else. And I'll get to that in just a second. So let's remove that. And we want to create a few more of these. And just change these BTNs to 1, 2, 3, however many you want, actually. But I'll just use 4 for this tutorial. Okay. And we'll need to set the image alpha, or image speed, I mean, to 0. And then we'll want to go into these and set action sprite set SPR button to 1 and 0. So that'll just set it to the second sub image where it's pressed down. Okay, now we want to go into the player, and we're going to declare these global variables. Okay, and you want to make sure these are false in here, by the way. Now we'll go to object door open, and in the step event, and we'll just copy and paste this, change these, okay. Now we also need to add in something else. First, let's go and change this to a solid. Now we'll skip down a line here and set solid equals false. And let's just copy and paste that. And now let's copy all of this code and go to the door close. Go into the step event and paste it. This time we're going to set the image alpha to 1 for all of these, and the solid to true. Okay. Now we'll go to the room here. And you know what, we'll just create a new one altogether. Okay. Now, this is where I'm going to show you how to create a local variable. The first thing that you want to do is hover over one of these buttons, hold CTRL, and right click. It'll bring up this thing here, this drop down. You want to go to creation code and type in btn1, or whichever one you've gotten to, equals true. And we'll just copy this and go to this one and change this 1 to a 2. Now we'll go to this one and type in door1 equals true, and go here, door2 equals true, and this door close, we're going to use the exact same one again, door1 equals true, and this one is door2 equals true. Okay, now let's move this up to the top and test it. Try that again then. Okay, here we go. And as you can see, we have 2 doors sitting there, and there's 2 empty spaces. So we'll just collision with this button. One disappears and the other opens. And I can't even get up there. But you can see so basically that's all there is to this method. I know that's kind of confusing, but maybe you might have to watch this tutorial multiple times. I don't know. But basically all we're doing is we're setting up a bunch of variables, and it's checking if so-and-so variable equals true, then destroy this this door, or set the image alpha to 0 in this case. And we'll run this one more time. Alright, so you can't go through these doors, but let's go up here, and now you can. So that is the end of this method, and I'll go ahead and get started on the next method to do doors. But remember, you will not have as much control over it. Like, you can only make doors open with this next method that I'm gonna do, and it has to be done in a very specific order when you're creating the level too. So that's it for this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.